This Japanese college football team disbanded last year due to an illicit you-know-what scandal. Let's just say the Nihon Phoenix were busted for illegally soaring into the clouds. And not the type of soaring like air travel. A different kind of trip, if you know what I mean. Japan has had college football for over 90 years. There are over 100 teams and they all play by NCAA rules. If you didn't know, Nihon was like the Alabama of Japan. 21 national championships. The only question on my mind is, will the Phoenix ever rise again? Well, they will, but not before suffering from the death penalty. The entire roster's got to go. Goodbye, Xavier Bow. Meet the new look Phoenix. From quarterback Lit High to middle linebacker Wendell, always in the clouds, to everyone in between, like actually one good player, Nakio Ren, and our best defender, Joe Izumi. All things considered, this was a nasty hit from Alabama caliber to Sam Houston caliber, and as punishment for the Nihon Phoenix, they cannot play against their Japanese peers for the next 5 years. So in a strange twist, the NCAA allowed them to play their next 5 seasons in the Conference USA. Once 5 years are up, they will return to Japanese conference play. So it's only fitting while they're here, we revive this scandalous program into a national championship contender. We'll do that by first and foremost looking into the recruiting board, finding guys that can fill those needs. And yeah, for a team that just got busted a year ago and had to clean wipe, there are a lot of needs. It looks like we have a healthy list of 3-star prospects that have us as their #1 interest, which is amazing. Kevin Boss is willing to put aside the scandals and say, hey, I'm going to give you all a second chance, and I'm going to be the reason you go back to your national championship ways. Now, for guys in this first class like Kevin Boss out of Tyrone, Georgia, that's no problem. It becomes an interesting conundrum when they're recruiting in year 2 or 3, knowing that they'll head back to play exclusively Japanese football after the 5-year window. I guess all these dudes need to be ready to pack their bags and go. That is beside the point and out of scope for this video. What is in scope is a Air Force beatdown. We're going to have to bring it to the USA Air Force Cadets. The perfect place to start a resurgent program, Mile High. Up there in elevation, it's the Air Force Falcons. Lit High at quarterback here, gonna drop back and pass. He's got Meredith for the first down. And straight up, this is gonna be one heck of a campaign here in year 1. Practically weak at every position. Maybe a 50-yard field goal is in our forte. Up and just short. 2-minute drill for the Phoenix. I need to see what they're made of. I need to see what I'm working with here in year 1. Do we got anything to write home about? If Lit's going to be successful, he's going to need to go to his star Ren, the only good receiver in this crew. And shoot, man, we're underway. I can't believe it. We're bringing back a suspended Japanese college football team. Like, the ideas are out of this world. And trust me, if you're soaking it up with KingSponge, you're not going to want to miss a single video. So hit that subscribe button and join the Sponge crew. So let's keep soaring high and having fun with it, just like clouds here at linebacker. The pitch to the running back into 1st and goal. It's all on the line for Hayes. Can he get his team into the end zone here? He's surveying. He's going to get decked. No good. 4th and goal. Yes, sir. Phoenix 6-pack in your face. Can we come back from a 3-0 deficit? That seems like it should be a no-brainer, but anything goes for a rebuilding crew. One play and we got here. Handoff on the next. Grooving in and out, we're getting close. Best part is we're already in field goal range, but nah, we want a lot more than field goal range. We want to win. 2nd and 19, dropped again. Went from feeling good to now we're probably gonna have to settle for 3 unless Ren can get a step. The worst part is this is a 53-yard field goal and I'm probably gonna shank it. Yeah. Absolutely not. Falcons did it to us. 3-0. What an absolute snore fest. Unfortunately, that's going to be the case more often than not when we play games this entire season. Lackluster, unimpressive, not much to write home about here. That's why KingSponge got the job, though. Let's build these boys. 0-1 against a bad Mountain West team. Not a good taste, but this matchup against the FCS Coyotes, this will tell us all we need to know to the extent of how rough our squad is. I'm hoping we can capitalize on the fact that this opponent is going to be jet lagged, traveling all the way to Japan. Was not able to muster up any points last week. We should muster up plenty in this one. Lit High is about to get lit. I think I can smell touchdown. Meredith. Brother. I'm sorry, I meant to say he had to get one out the system. Now, points will not be a problem the rest of this game. Looking for 6, and he's got him. Meredith. It feels so good. We are alive here in the Valley, the Phoenix. Elijah Meredith, sophomore, catching the ball from Lit High. And man, it's truly just beautiful. Nihon fans have been waiting for college football for over a year. So to get that first one out of the way truly lifts a weight off the shoulders. First one out of the way, I think we have a lot more to come. Little Ren attack here, back in 4th we go. And now streaking down the sideline, one-on-one ball. Easy peasy cha-ching. And as we should against the Coyotes, we're shutting them out just a couple minutes to go. Forget field goal, we're going for it. And the defense was really ill prepared. I mean, why in the world would they expect us to sling it out up 2 touchdowns, 4th down? Not much time left in the game. Yeah, Nihon's back and they're not very respectful with it. We're gonna put the pedal to the metal. New era of play is underway. First win, 21-7. Our first big hit in Japan, it's Mario Span, the 4-star out of Florida. He's in. And oh baby, that's how you expedite a death penalty. Devontae Hepburn is gonna be burning defenses all day long here in Conference USA. Let's go. Massive commits here in the beginning. And we're just getting started. We had 3 5-stars on our board and we're currently in first for all 3. Trust me, my strategy was still to go 3-star heavy. I just couldn't help on a few guys because I didn't think I'd get many of them, just like Oscar Batista here. At Gem 4-star, we're losing ground at the end. Or I thought we'd get locked out like Denard Cousin here. Halfway through the year, 3-3, a couple wins. Got one against Florida Atlantic and UTEP. The 7-1 Huskies spanked us and Liberty did their thing. I'll happily take a 500 season to finish out year 1. As it stands, I'm not a big fan of Lit High or Evan Perry, so we're gonna need a QB change and hopefully our prospect can bring that change. And surprisingly enough, my wish came true. 6-6. Not great by any means, but good enough to hang in there, win 3 of the last 4. Absolute shocking result here for Kennesaw State. 10-2, ranked 24th in the nation, 8-game win streak. Wow. Sam Houston scored the most points. The UTEP Miners gave up the least amount. Nihon was smack dab in the middle for most things. We weren't smack dab in the middle for recruiting, that's for sure. We excelled here. Mike Cadu, the 5-star, Devontae Hepburn, new QB, Mario Span, Kevin Ajabo, and a handful of 3-stars like Matt Schmidt, Darrell Ezekiel, James Terrell, Kevin Boss, Gem right here, 87 speed, 91 excel, 90 throw power, good accuracies, a great option. My favorite recruit of all, Doug Wall. It looks like we could lose him here to Miami. 99 speed safety. From time to time, I see them in receivers, but a 99 speed secondary player, that's gas. For a program revived year 1 in the Birmingham Bowl, not a bad consolation. And I'm gonna get lit one more time. Shoot, never mind. Looks like that ship has sailed. I was gonna say our quarterback lit is done for. I guess he already knew that because Coach Sponge gave Perry the starting nod here in the bowl game, and it looks like that's a good choice. There isn't much I can see here to persuade me to start someone else other than our 5-star. We may be tied right now, but the lack of offense is disappointing. If we can pull off a miraculous win here, I might just need to redact what I said. Wide open, bro, just straight up blew it. Thankfully, a 4th down conversion gets us still in this thing, and Meredith takes us over the top. We have the lead. Let's go, Phoenix. Then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Can't get lost in the clouds on this defensive stand. We must stop SMU. All right, if we give this up, it's ball game and it's a handoff. Everyone bet SMU to the crib. Preston Stone and the boys can strategically chew the clock out till the very end. Of course, I'm going to start burning timeouts to see if there's any chance, but I do not think the odds are in our favor. Pass there on the jet touch, 4th down. Literally no difference between the game clock and the actual clock, so that is going to seal it. Defeat at the end leaves a bitter taste. We'll take it in stride. Year 2, we should continue to bud. Let's put it behind us. Nihon with the 16th best class. This year, Oklahoma had better luck than us, and actually they made it to the final dance. Alabama just had the last laugh. With the transfer portal open, it looks like we have a good batch to pick from, including sophomore transfer linebacker here out of Boise State. So we're going to go ahead and give guys like Kai Stokes a scholarship, maximum point dosage, and now we just got to sit back, buckle in, and see who wants to become the next Phoenix star. And by the book, we got our guys. Chenault, Wyatt out of Boise State, Kevin, and some real power on this defense. In fact, the entire batch of transfers were defensive players. Training results are in. Nihon got a nice little boost up to 83 overall. The quarterback room got a whole lot more complex. So let me introduce you to our options. And number 1, Devontae Hepburn, Elite Dev, I think is a great candidate. If not, normal Dev, 70 overall, George Centio is a lefty slinger. But nah, I'm really a big fan of Kevin Boss here, 3-star gem, star development. I just know I'm done with the lit high Evan Perry experiment. Worth consideration is Dante Thrash. Impact dude, took a redshirt year and made a leap. got to keep an eye on it, just like we got to keep an eye on freshman Cornell Jean. Kevin Ojabo got the beefy, strong 4-pack there. Good looks here for Marco. And wow, Mario 4-star gem is a normal dev. We'll never have to worry about our safeties again. Mike Cadu, that 5-star extraordinaire, only really to be outdone here by our 4-star, a little low, coming out of high school in all these buckets, except bang, quickness, maxed out. We can teach a brother how to play ball, but we can't really teach intangibles like the speed, so that's really gonna come handy in his career. The team dropped 1 whole star in prestige, so I imagine that's gonna hurt our prospects here pretty badly. I'll go ahead and soak up the few prospects that still have us at the top of their board, which thankfully it looks like we have a lot of guys like Jimmy Ayu who are all about it. Even Emmanuel Villain, the perfect fit for a villainous team. Couple 5-stars I do want to target. Number 1 and number 2 available to us. Pat Cookus could be cooking up something big. I swear, didn't I just get a Hepburn that was the 29th ranked player in the nation last year? Now Dalton Hepburn, a running back. We could have a little hep, and pep in the step. Bro, no way. The one guy had my eye on, Jimmy Ayu, already a preseason commit. All about moving up the ranks, and we can do that with some first team all-conference USA bids. A little bit of second team represent as well. I think I see Nihon on the list quite a bit. Looking to take a step up from 6 and 7. We're gonna see what Kennesaw State can do in their return to action. 12 and 2 last year. Going into the offseason, there was a whole lot of talk about who is gonna get the job, and this is how it shaped out, at least through all of the training camp. We are about to see Hepburn's big debut, and the Phoenix faithful are excited to have football back. Absolute brawl through the first half of the game, 0-0, and they're looking to score. It's gonna be hard stopping them from the half-yard line, and we do this time. Rushing back to the line, UCF trying to get a quick snap here with 30 seconds to go in the game. They're actually passing, scrambling to the left, fumbled, and recovered by the Phoenix. From there, we were able to cash in on the ground. As Hepburn continues to get his footing, maybe we'll see his first passing touchdown. 3rd and 5, scrambling out to the right. He's got some wheels. I like this Hepburn kid. Looks like this could be a cover 1. Now cover 2, got a wide open man in Meredith. Young gun slinging early, and we're just hoping Hepburn can catch fire early and get that momentum rolling throughout the year. Managed to botch everything there, and somehow we're still in this game. Overtime football. The way we were moving down the field last time, I thought surely this thing was in the bag and just a matter of winding down the clock. Instead, we're striking for 1st and goal. Overtime, need ourselves a score, some points. There it is, history, his first big tutty. So nice, we have to watch it twice. There it is, and a jolt of swagger to go with it. Let's see how legit that swagger really is. Can opt for 1 point, but we're gonna go for 2 here because it is overtime and we want to dagger it in. That seriously complicates things here for the Bulls, who out of reach there for Clouds almost get an interception. Instead, 1 play and they're in. 2 plays, they score. That was easy. Taking control of the Boise State transfer. I need a big play from someone on this defense, and it's gonna get done. Aggressive play calling, going for 2 is exactly why we did it. We win 15-13. Phoenix 1-0. The future is seriously now. Devontae Hepburn just put on a show. 318 yards, 5 touchdowns, player of the week. Off to an emphatic 3-0 start. Looks like Coach Sponge made the right choices. On the recruiting front, we're heavily constrained. Our recruiting hours are non-existent, so we need to lock up these 3-star gems. Zach and Akeem are on the brink of committing, and once we do that, we'll free up 50 more points. From there, I'm gonna want to schedule visits for guys like Hepburn. Who doesn't want a little Hepburn backfield, bro? Fast forward a couple of weeks, we got our first 5-star Jamar Colclue. Probably gonna be our only one because, yes, unfortunately, Dalton Hepburn chose Oklahoma. Tack on some dogs like Emmanuel Magnifico. This magnificent receiver, 97 speed, shifty ability, looks like the real deal. And heck, I know, we've been struggling to get running backs. Probably one of our weakest spots, so if you get a guy like 97 speed Magnifico, I wonder if he'll get juiced over there. Or we can look at more 3-stars like Duke Turner here, 94 speed. I like what I see. No gem, no nothing there, but 88 excel, 90 agility, 94 speed. We can work with this. I seriously cannot get enough of Hepburn. I look like a genius for playing the true freshman since day 1. A change of pace away from lit high was all we needed. Jamal Benson, one of the main benefactors from this change. And hold the line, this Japan ball club learned so fast. 9-1, they're back to their winning ways pre-suspension. And Kennesaw State forgot how to win. They're 4-6. I thought they were on to something, but nah, it's back to who gives a hoot about the Owls. I'll tell you, man, these crowds are thinning out. From rank tanked in a 12-win season to 4 wins. It's atrocious, but that play was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Terrible tackling, terrible defense, but I gotta give it to them. Need to be careful about the smack talk. They must have heard, because they've shut us out so far. Nihon 18th ranked in the nation, getting upset alerted. Gritty and everything. The Owls are going crazy. It's not until the third quarter we're finally getting a real chance to score, but so much for that opportunity. Owls are legit? Question mark? They're throwing up the O's, and yeah, all 2,731 fans in a frenzy after that fumble. That's big, and I guess not big enough. I think this has really affected a lot of my rebuilds, so I'm curious, does anyone else have experience with this? Like, why does my game gotta crash during a rebuild? We were on the verge of getting upset, but I also didn't have a chance to complete the comeback in the third and fourth quarter, so I think the best option in this case, like I said, unfortunate, let's let the sim take care of it, and so far they're favoring Nihon 10-0 on the road against the Owls. Absolute bummer it had to come to this. 13-0 shutout. I wanted to play, so don't look at me, look at my PS5 or look at the EA College Football 25 game. I don't know if it's a bug there or in my system. Hot take, but I think going 11-1 doesn't say a lot about our team, because look who we're playing in the championship game. Louisiana Tech, who went 5-7. In fact, the entirety of Conference USA is a dumpster fire. The crazy part is that we're ranked number 10 in the nation, and a big championship win implies a lot. It means we go dancing. In just year 2 of being revived out of Japanese suspension, I can honestly hardly believe how successful the turnaround has been. Again, I caution just because of how bad Conference USA is. This is a beatdown. In fact, it's not even a full attendance, because I think the crowd knows it's exciting and all, but we're not exactly 100% bulletproof here in the next round. I mean, peep those empty seats. There are quite a few of them, no? Regardless, those in attendance are getting a show right now. It's a high ball game. Championship on the line. Louisiana Tech 5-7. Refusing to say no. This is about the time Hepburn needs to get a pep in his step, or should I say a pep in his hep, dialing it out to Miranda down the sideline. Great play. We'll go back to the play action. Well, in pressure, Doom. Oh man, that came in hot. Everything is coming in hot right now. Wait. No, running out of timeouts, first and goal. We had to punt it back, and Louisiana Tech is trying to do this thing. Part of me feels like just bending over. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can, oh shoot. Just score, just score, just score. I intended to let him score, but I messed it up by encroaching. Because without timeouts, they would have chewed all the clock. Now we at least have a chance to tie, maybe go for 2, whatever it takes. With 1 minute to go, not much to stop the clock. It's gonna take a remarkable drive here, and that catch and fumble is gonna seal it in the championship game. Not an interception, but a tight end blunder. And yeah, that face says it all on the left. Surprise emoji. We lose 21-14. Louisiana Tech, come on now. I knew it was too good to be true. That loss just took us right out of the bracket. Nico in his junior season snagged the Heisman. And shoot, this is low-key a crazy Bahamas Bowl here from Marshall and Nihon, 2 ranked opponents just missing the playoffs. And watch out for Marshall this year. They pull it off 30-27. Nail-biting finish. Ethan Vasco did just enough. Dual threat with also 67 yards and a touchdown in his final game. Redshirt senior. Wasn't he a Coastal quarterback at one point? I'm sure he's happy about that. Hepburn, on the other hand, 2 ints. Ooh, good yardage and good spread, just not enough. Bro, are you kidding me? For as fun and sky high as we were, we're only losing 4 guys to graduation, but Hepburn, our star, our future, our hope. Low persuasion chance. Heartbeat sound intensifies. Dun 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 dun. Drum roll, please. Stay. All right, it's time I hit the transfer portal to coach. I'm just kidding, Nihon. We'll find a way through. Well, after that, transfer portal is where we need to go. For starters, we need more running backs. And if there are any good quarterbacks, I'll entertain the thought. But realistically, based on our needs, I think we'll be okay. Let's just focus on a couple of young receivers, running back, and yeah, offensive line, always a good place to upgrade. In other news, it looks like Ren got an NFL flyer. 7th round pick, and the dream still lives on. Just because I was curious, I looked up Devontae Hepburn in the portal here, and I realized they gave him a 3-star 3-star grade. Freshman transfer elite dev 3-star grade. That has my wheels spinning. Like, have I been looking in all the wrong areas? Like, for example, what if Quinn Hennicle here is that guy as well? Probably not, but seeing this evidence here on Devontae and how they graded him, transfer freshman 3-star with elite dev and a decent overall, got me thinking. No pop-up on my screen, but I think we got all of our transfers. In my opinion, this class felt like a slight step back. 27th ranked, though, is still really good. I had no idea Andre Divine here, our transfer running back, was so divine. I'll give you one guess what it could be. 3, 2, 1. Did you guess it? 99 quickness. Come on. Training results in preseason year number 3, the favorite, Nihon. A good amount of 90 overall players, and we're up there. Don't be fooled by Evan Perry's 90 overall here. 89 throw power, 77 speed. Looks pretty accurate, but I'm not enticed. I am enticed by true freshman Salazi Hang. Might solve the running back problem for the future. Greg Duvernay looks fierce. Sharing the Duvernay name, that reminds me of the Raven. He was a gem 3-star, and so it's fitting he gets a star dev. Jamar Cole-Kalau on another planet. We're just hitting home run after home run, like Shohei Ohtani, with our safeties here in Japan. Year 3 out of year 5 in the FBS before we return to Japan. We got the Conference USA once again, and ideally a championship under our belt. Moving up the prestige by a full star. Definitely looking to capitalize here with some splash play signees like Ben Lemons. Or heck, let's go out and get a run stopper like Tyler Quiero. And that leads us to right here. Right now, we had a bye in week 1, so it's week 2. Bowling Green already 0-2. Not counting out Bowling Green whatsoever, but I'm going to use this game as an audition to see what the roster's working with. And most definitely with quarterback Thrash out here making his first collegiate start, throwing it and going the wrong direction. Oh no, this is not what I want to see in a debut from a quarterback. Even worse, the Falcons are 0-2 at the start of the season, and if we drop this, coach might as well take a trip to Hawaii now. Let's send an inside blitz and see if we can blow this thing up the middle. Pressure. It looked good for a second. Here comes the handoff. I called it, but I whiffed. Well, Thrash, it's time to see what you're made of, buddy. This is your moment. Everything kind of went wrong this first half. All it takes, though, is one big strike, and we got ourselves right back into a ball game, right? Boom. Let's go ahead and try that thing again. Taking a deep shot way out of range here. Embarrassing right now. Bowling Green is stunting all over us. I'm telling myself it's just a tale of two halves. The second half is ours. First and goal. Thrash gonna blow this thing up on a QB draw out to the left. Chalk that up to absolute terrible play calling. And this one, a good call for 6. Much prefer this outcome. Make sure we keep on that ball. That's his first. The most important advice I can give, just keep stroking that thing, Thrash. Got stars across the board, so don't try too much to be a hero because we can spread the love. Offensive line giving us ample time and protection here. Miranda across the middle in business. I'll give you one hint. The last drive did not pan out. Benson, couple step backs. Next thing you know, we got no timeouts. I don't know why Bowling Green's got to expose us like this, but we find a wide open Jackson Jr. with no time left and no timeouts. He's out of there. 6. Stunning Bowling Green. And nah, we're ending this thing right here. Thrash on a 2-point attempt underneath Smith Jr. We have the lead. In the blink of an eye, we go from losing to tying it up to winning. 30 seconds left. Bowling Green does have all 3 timeouts here. A big sack will cost 1. Taking control of Chanel, a converted safety to middle linebacker here. He has platinum robber, platinum house call. Could come in handy. 4th and 5. They're getting their signal. Opting to save one of their timeouts, which is just a little peculiar to me. And good night, Bowling Green. Sending our Falcon friends home on a sad note. And the Phoenix, a superior bird of prey, walks away on top. After that early win, UConn had our number yet again. What's up with the Huskies? That inspired the boys to kick it up another notch. 49 points and 51. Offense has put up 100 in the last 2 games. Safe to say Thrash is settling into his own. 26 touchdown passes. Really got a connection going with Kayvon Jackson Jr. and redshirt senior Connor Durgan on his last ride. Love to see contributions here from Nick O'Quinn and Josh Higgins. What about our guy Joe Uzumi or Zaire McNeil? This Conference USA team looks real good, and they just got a handful more games before they're back competing again for a Conference USA championship. Before we get there, we did just get gem 5-star Tyler Quiero out of Carthage, Texas. This is a guaranteed elite dev. 94 excel, 86 tackle, 90 speed, run stopper. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention 5-star Dwayne Morandi, another quarterback in the room, and Ahmed Mosley, because our linebacking core is what needs addressed most. In general here, Miami, Florida, they keep stealing our guys, and I'm not too happy about it. Marching towards the end of the year, I've been witnessing Dante thrash greatness. Still got 2 games to play, not including the championship, and 42 touchdowns now. I didn't have any doubts, did you? We ain't coming no more. We here, and the craziest part is Thrash's insane line. He threw like 4 of his 7 picks on the season in week 1, but he's just been patting on touchdowns ever since. Safe to say he found connections and chemistry with everyone. Western Kentucky responded, and that's great. Happy for them. I just don't think they have what it takes to keep up one bit. Maybe a little lucky on that last one, not gonna lie. We'll go ahead and get this one. And now we're hot, we're cooking, we're looking to make things happen. Everyone's a star out there, so I don't really think there's a bad choice. Benson is the man. Little RPO, dumping it, Johnson Jr., walk that doggy. Now we have no more room to bargain. This has to be the drive. We played it smart last time, but I'm done playing it smart. I want to be risky. 4th and 7, convert, and now let's go win ourselves a ball game. Been in the backseat for too long. It's our turn to win. In fact, losing this game last year prevented us from going to the playoffs, and it would do the same this year, which is all the more reason that strike was money. Quite literally could mean money for this school and for the players. Gonna get so many more eyes and NIL exposure. The whole world will be watching on the playoffs. And now we'll go ahead and set up a better field goal position right down the middle. Western Kentucky burned a timeout here. Little late in my opinion. It's over. Champions, champions, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. With that locked up, watch out college football playoffs. Shoot, this was the best case possible. Our championship win leapfrogged us over a power school. We got the 4 seed. We're awaiting the winner of NC State Clemson. The path has never looked clear. Ryan Puglisi won the Heisman, not our guy. Couldn't have been too far behind. 54 touchdown tosses. It's just the ints were a little high. Kayvon Jackson Jr., what a season. Durgan, what a season. And Jamal Benson, what a season. Brinkley got 10 sacks, and Joe stepped it up big time with 4 of the mints. Dante Thrash, according to this list, was the 2nd best passer. I want to look and see where the transfer is at now. Let's keep going down this list until we see his name. I imagine if he's transferring for pro potential, maybe some play time, that he would actually have a job, right? The crazy part is I got to the bottom of that list and he wasn't in there, so he must not have been a starter. Wherever he went, I bet he wishes he was back in Japan. It's the Fiesta Bowl game. It's the Nihon Phoenix, rising up from the ashes, a defunct program that got suspended to the gulag and now revitalized. They get to take on a tried and true Clemson team, always good. All being considered, this should be a really good game. Both teams kind of blunder there towards the end of their first drive. I'm gonna refuse points. I know it's kind of crazy, it's kind of wild, and we would have had it. Nothing like Buddy walking out of bounds on his own accord, so now we're forced to make magic happen. It's a lot of the familiar folks in this one, and check out our running back. Just get behind the secondary. Flowers Starks to the house. We're on the board first. A few stars popping up on defense as well. This is the time to make some big plays. Legends are born in the playoffs, and I'm all about it. I think the forecast calls for clouds, and I think that's exactly what this defense is going to provide. A cloudy front, something that's not hard to crack. Wait, that didn't make sense. Something not hard to crack? We want to be hard to crack, so let's put some work in right here. Big hit on the quarterback. He sheds out of it. And is he scoring? Oh my goodness. Grit, determination. That was a Clemson run. I'm not gonna lie, that caught me off guard. So we'll have to go back to work here on offense. RPO, big man catch. Read the blitz, responded perfectly, just like this ball. Perfect pick. Not a perfect corner, perfect pick. What? Well, mistakes have led us right to a familiar place on the chopping block. What's been a good game, in my opinion, is getting a bit ruined until Jackson Jr. gets us right back in it. Absolute laser of a throw there, scrambling out to our left. It's Thrash, and I just threw a pick. That is gonna seal it for Clemson. Got a little scared there and threw one into coverage. First round exit in the Fiesta Bowl. It's on to the next. We got just 2 more years. Got to get one natty in that window. or it's over. It was the end of our road, but also the end of Clemson's in the very next round. Georgia was on a mission this year, and when they get going, it's hard to stop. Not even the host of second-team All-Americans that Nihon produced, or freshman All-American in James Terrell, good enough to stop any of that action. Bro, this is crazy. We just cracked like a third wall or something. The #1 player in the portal wants to come to Japan. I don't think I've actually ever been able to take the #1 guy ever. We're in 5th place and there's a ton of comp, but these are exactly the troops we need to get back to the national championship. All right, let's see what all the buzz is about here with Devin. If you get the #1 grade, you gotta be crazy, and crazy understatement here. 99 catch in traffic, 98 jump, a 97 spec, 97 release, 94 speed. Take my scholarship, take whatever you need. It's all yours, buddy. Deal breaker, coach prestige, we have an A, so let's schedule him already on a visit based off that coach prestige. Even these 4 stars look really, really solid. We're going out with a bang. House call, quick jump, platinum. Let's go. We're in the lead for Devin. We just can't blow it. I see Georgia creeping in this thing. I can't wait. I have to take a guess. It's not coach's favorite. It could be student of the game, but it can also be prestigious. Oh no. I gotta make a guess here. Out of Florida, I don't think he's caring about the books as much. He wants to be prestigious. But shoot, maybe this strategy still works. We'll go to soft sell and do the other one just to be safe. Slide in his DM one last time too, of course. Fingers crossed that gets us past Georgia. They're on the come up and it's scaring me. The rest of these folks, it looks like we got them locked in. What the actual flying beep? What happened? Florida was in 3rd place. What did they do? That's really cheesy. At least we got Roddy Orr and we got Eric Fletcher. Just can't believe my dog here, Devin, did us wrong. One last quick ad here in Ontarius Brittingham, and we couldn't even get him, so that's a bummer. Still feeling some type of way about Devin. We narrowed down our pool in this year's recruiting class. Just picked out 5 4 stars, 3 5 stars, some guys that we can really build in plug and play. Training results are in. Could this be the big year? Well, it starts against Michigan, and then once again, y'all know Conference USA. The team is seriously getting built. So many 90 plus, high 80 overall players. Like, this is actually stacked. Even while it's getting stacked and depth is out the wazoo, we still got fresh young blood coming in ready to make a mark. You know, casually, that's just QB6 on the depth chart. I think we've comfortably solved the running back problem. And shoot, I just look across the team and don't see many holes. James Terrell's a sophomore, 93 overall. Freshman Ahmad Mosley. Freshman Tyler Kiro coming in as a middle linebacker, elite dev, user of the future, NFL first-round pick. James Chenault, converted safety, was born to be a middle linebacker, it looks like. Just needs some more muscle in the weight room. It's going to be unfortunate when these guys go back to only Japan Conference play, because look at all the interest they're getting. They might have just earned themselves a permanent home here in the FBS. Week 1's going to be a real good one here. Michigan, Nihon. Taking on Big Blue. Mark my words, if we clear here, we can clear anywhere. The problem is obvious. It's not easy to clear here or put up points. They've held us down for this long. They're looking to keep it going. Good strike. Hurrying back up in clear deep mode. I'm going to strike over the middle. Let our big tight end come down. 3rd and 10. The zig. Maybe that'll get us the separation. We'll take 7 yards. 4th and 3rd. That's pretty favorable position. Enough to go to Smith Jr. with a wide open lane. Little dance. Little truck. Hey, I should have just scored. Should have been a walk-in touchdown. Instead, we got cute and didn't score. And now look where that's got us, right here in danger zone. Thankfully redeem ourselves. Michigan's got a beefy O-line. They're protected. They're ready to play, and they're not ready for Kadu. Interception. Our safety game is the strongest part of this defense and the youngest. What did I say when we were drafting these dudes up out of the recruiting board? Absolute game changer. Am I right? And Benson, another one of them dudes, the senior. Game changer. Play after play. Touchdown. What's going on? A lot of Michigan fans look awfully quiet. I'll give them that. They got resilience, and this game has turned into one heck of a showing. I actually hit the wrong buttons, and that's the first time the question mark thing has actually messed me up in a grand way. If y'all were watching my eyes or my progression there, was in front of me, the mesh. So the stadium pulse actually gets me down bad. I'm forced to go back to work, looking to tie, not win now. Anything, anyone, I can't even get it off. They can't even hear my audibles out here. I feel effectively cooked. I'm gonna take a timeout. Let's let it rip. We're a bit cold. Bro, here we go. Stepping up. Got an angle here. Just take off, Thrash. Get there. Get there. Yes. That was actually insane. Needed every inch there. And horrible throw. I don't even know what happened. Was I getting sacked? That time, he had the curl. He made the defender go back. Like, what? The inaccurate pass. We lost. One miracle already completed, but we need an onside kick to make the others happen. We got it. What is happening? We actually just got that right now. That's unbelievable. I'm going to keep an eye on the outside here because that's Benson. No, that's not good. Anyone at all. Let's see if they break free. Getting this one off. We have him in stride. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Ain't no way. It's coming down to this, folks. On the outside, he looks to have a step. One-on-one ball. Sealed. Delivered. Hopes destroyed. After that, we were able to take out some frustrations before Sam Houston upsets us. Atrocious. The rest of the schedule looks pretty good. Immaculate stretch on the road gets us here. Conference USA Championship. Averaging nearly 500 yards per game, 70% passing. I think my money's on Nihon, but I guess Middle Tennessee's a scrappy bunch. 6-0, 9-0 game. Don't think we got as many yards as we normally do, but a win's a win. We are in again, and we'll face the winner, Boise State, NC State. This time it's the Cotton Bowl, and this time I'm liking the bracket. It's a little bit more shaken up. Thrash had a more statistically impressive year last year with the 54 tutties, but this is by no means a bad year. More dynamic with his legs too, 7 touchdowns on the ground. The star of the show is defense, 11.5 sacks for Brinkley and Quinn, 5 interceptions for Fletcher, 4 for Kalklu, 4 for Jamar, 4 for Mike Cadu, 3 for Joe. It was a takeaway party. Kind of bummed it's not Boise State. We'll see NC State versus the Phoenix. Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Thrash and the boys came out swinging 14 zip, and we're gonna make it 21 zip in a minute. Wolfpack are good. I'm not gonna deny that, and the defense is stymieing me just a little bit, but that don't change much. When I say I'm looking for points, I'm looking for points. There are a variety of ways I will get it. Our own quarterback, one of them ways. Strike to Jackson Jr., first and goal. And what do I say? I see it, I want it, I like it, I got it. Magnifico, his first touchdown, and the freshman on the board. 21 zip. Phoenix rising up, shut down all the way through. What a clinic. We came here with a very clear purpose, and I'd say mission accomplished. 28-0. Cotton Bowl secured. NC State didn't have a chance. After that shutout, we faced the #1 foe, Penn State, in the Peach Bowl. And check it out, the Phoenix are back to their championship winning ways. We got the better squad on paper. You all should know by now it's not about the paper, it's about heart, it's about grit, it's about what the team is made of. And both teams are made up of a lot if they're at this point in the playoffs. Down 6 zip, it's time we get out of the funk. Penn State, another solid team, but not solid enough for our weapons. And we're proving it here. Red zone action, touchdown, lead, Phoenix. Game on the line in the fourth quarter. Dropped. Nick Quinn, man. So many sacks this season. Love sacks, dude. Absolutely love putting it on the quarterback. Take another sack to the face. Absolutely devastating for Penn State. Now it's 3rd and 28, and they're forced to come from a massive down to go. Opting to take, like, what is this, a 56-yarder? That's not easy. He nailed it, though. Starting off with a read option, couldn't get around. Flood seems like a good play call, and actually, that was good. Went much better than I anticipated, and once again, dude, I'm just in awe of all the stars across this field. Every single weapon out there, meaning there is literally no bad choices. Jackson Jr. was just the right guy. 7-9, a field goal wins this game, so we'll get a first down and get closer. I don't think we need to fall for the trap of hurrying and making a mistake. We can take our time. Just as I predicted, pound the rock, stretch it out for a little bit more, good burst, first down. 3rd and inches, obvious play up the middle. Pounding our way closer and closer to a manageable field goal. Flowers out here must be a tank. He's got a lot of stamina for toting the rock over and over. 3rd and 6, just need a couple more, and good. 31-yard field goal for the win. Time expires right down the middle. Let's go. National championship, here we come. We said we were going to get here, and here we are. It's against Miami, ironically the team that was stealing a lot of our prospects. I guess between Miami and Japan, a lot of people liked Miami too. Not satisfactory. We are not finished yet. The big game, what we've been working for ever since the bad news came down in 2023, since our dudes got popped on the roster and cost this whole team their hobby, their outlet. It's all back now and roaring. Japan conference play, better watch out after these 5 years are up. Nihon, Japan, is a machine. This program started from the bottom, and we're gonna start from the bottom here, down 3-0. This game is personal here against Miami. Like I said, stealing prospects away from Japan. So I'm gonna go steal away their national championship. Let's go ahead and strike, huh? Miranda, 6. Threading the needle and scoring. We mean business. This is a business trip. This is what the championship's about. Exercising our dominance. What fun is it for Thrash if you can't thrash up the best team in the nation? Some additional points here never hurts. Following the blocks, first and goal. 6 is calling my name, spinning left, got a wide open lane, touch down. I describe this experience as just really a joyride. I mean, look at our talent just beat their talent. Man, I would have looked good if that connected. Instead, we had the step, but it didn't even matter. And we'll just go ahead and throw a tipped interception, double coverage, because I said I want to make the game interesting. No game coached by Sponge here is complete without making it interesting, as aforementioned. Keeps people glued in, if you know what I mean. But their fun is just about done here. First down, they're done. Time to celebrate and get high, sky high, because we're on top of the world. This team is on cloud 9. National champions for Phoenix, Miami. So sorry, so sad. Hope y'all enjoyed it. This International College Football 25 rebuild. There are a lot of college football NCAA rule abiding teams out there across the globe. So many fun ideas and so many fun countries to explore what it was like and what it is like today in the realm of college football. If that's something you dig and you soaked up this build and you soak up my other stuff, I highly recommend you soak up that subscribe button. Make that thing change color like you're absorbing water as a sponge, because I have so much fun bringing you all these videos. And with that, I'm gonna send you all out. Phoenix, that was for you. Japan for you. Catch y'all in the next.